Yo, you know what it is, your boy DJ Filthy Rich.
Yeah, it's your boy DJ Big X.
It's your boy Exquisite.
Come on, man, we back in the building. This is the We Outside Show. We got another good episode for y'all today, man. And without any further ado, we're just gonna get right into it, man. Do I look a little darker to y'all?
Yeah, we know you went on a Mayweather vacation.
What's a Mayweather vacation?
He went to go to the world, then he came back to Atlanta like, hey, man, you see me? Look, you see how tan I am? You see
They
me?
got a couple
Place
times.
he been around the world and now, yeah.
Yeah, man, yeah. Your boy was in Egypt. You know what I'm saying?
He got that real Arab look. You know what I'm saying?
They thought I was one of them. They kept asking us, like, yo, y'all Egyptan? We like, nah, but
Yeah, that's because you had just came back from Egypt. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You had
Got the
spent some
golden
time in the
tan.
real sun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Got him a real Egyptian tan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
the real deal,
And then
man.
he went to Qatar with the Egyptian tan.
yes, sir.
Am I right?
That's right.
All right.
We say, and you do know that.
And you do know that.
Now, I do want to talk about Qatar, though, because that experience was super dope. So for those who don't know, I got booked to DJ in Qatar. That was not vacation. Egypt was vacation. Qatar was work.
Okay.
And I noticed a big difference, and X used to tell me this all the time. When you go overseas, even now, they treat DJs like superstars, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And I like that. I feel like America, they just don't respect us. I made a post about it. Like, I think the DJ is like one of the most disrespected jobs in America, bro, because people just think you like a jukebox, or they can tell you what to do or how to do it, or they want to underpay you. I didn't feel none of that overseas, bro. They still coming to the party for you.
Right. And that's the great thing about, like, as far as being a DJ over there, because they kind of respect the music over here, and they respect the DJ over here. It's kind of like, oh, you just a jukebox, but play this, play that. Over there, it's kind of like they come for the experience. Like, if you're a DJ and you got a set and you really know what you're doing as a DJ, especially if you got a name, they coming to really hear your set. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, over here, people don't really respect you on the same level as DJs. It's only, now I will say this, certain DJs do get that kind of treatment here, but you have to be at a certain tier of DJ to get that type of treatment here.
Yeah. Like, I even noticed, like, in the crowd, you know how you look in the crowd, usually here, they in the phones, they in the sections and all that. Bro, when I was there, nigga, they partying, they staring at the DJ booth like this.
And all,
Oh,
right,
my God. Yeah, I'm like, oh, yeah, I could get used to this. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't want to come back. I love y'all niggas, but I ain't want to come
Let me
back.
ask you this. What certain songs or artists you noticed was like, oh yeah, when he get love everywhere?
That's a good question. So, and you kind of know 'em. It's the regular ones, like Kanye can do no wrong.
Right.
Drake can do no wrong. Nowadays, Kendrick can do no wrong. Bruno Mars, Beyonce, Rihanna. You know, it's the ones that you know. It's the ones that you know. And that's kind of different too, because, you know, when you're here, especially like in the strip clubs and shit, you're not really playing. You ain't playing no Bruno Mars or Rihanna. No shit
that's
like
why I was going
Right,
with
that's
my
what
next
I was
question.
wondering. Like, does like Future still get the same play? Does Moneybagg Yo still get the same kind of play?
I
Or
didn't-
nah, you
no.
be like they don't go hype.
I would say Future. Future, I could get Future off out there.
Okay.
I definitely played. I played March Madness.
Okay.
They knew that out there, and it was Americans out there too. You know what I mean, which helped. But it's when you're a good DJ, it's more fun because it's very, very versatile. It's open format, which we talk
Right,
about a
yeah.
lot. Open format is my favorite style of DJing because you can play
Everything.
everything.
Okay.
Like, I got people from, just because I was in Qatar, don't mean they was from Qatar. It was people from the UK, Africa, Saudi Arabia, Europe, everywhere, America. Like, it was all type of people. So you can play everything.
So you reading the crowd and you seeing all the mixes of people and you be like, oh yeah, you can go here for a minute. We might go over here for a
Exactly.
minute.
And make sure I get everybody.
Yeah, you was trying to.
Everybody.
That's dope. That's
Yeah,
dope.
And that's a great thing about open format. That's what here in the city, most of the time, if you go back 10 years ago, or maybe 10, 15 years ago, Atlanta was one of them cities where we used to go to the bar, hear different type of music like that.
Yeah.
So that's like when I said that, when I was gonna go to my question, like how much trap did you play there?
Man, 10% of my set.
Right.
At the most was trapped. Like, I really wasn't trapped out at all, which was fun because I ain't have to do that. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I was playing Whitney Houston, all type of shit. Like, I wasn't
going
thinking about
on.
no
So this is
trap
what I
shit.
want to know. What was your trap song that you led with? Being that you was from Atlanta, so I'm assuming that they wanted to hear something.
Yeah, for sure. So I played the go-to guarantees. So I definitely played I played Do It. Shout out to my man. Damn, I'm having a fucking brain fart, bro.
Michael Montana.
Michael Montana.
Okay.
Do It. Round of Applause.
Okay.
Waka. Of course, No Hands,
Right.
Waka. Records like that. Records like
Waka
you know
get
was
played
gonna
now.
go.
Look, Waka
Man,
get played
what?
now. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. No
Trying to make
Hands.
that air clap go everywhere.
For sure. Glorilla, TGIF.
Okay.
Still
Okay.
rings off out there.
Did you get to pull any of the futuristic summer?
I played Girls Want to Have Fun because I wanted to see if it was going to work, and that bitch
Okay.
did work.
And it worked.
It
Okay.
did work. It did work.
Dope.
It did
That's
work.
dope. That's funny. Like how you say you can see if it worked. Even so, certain songs like that, they may not even gotten out there, but you as a DJ get to see if it really works.
Yeah, you don't know because you don't
If
know
this
until
shit
you
really
try.
a hit, let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what else though, but they love the old shit. So like, I played Shoulder Lean and they went fucking crazy. Like,
That's crazy.
I don't
Go
play
Dro.
Shoulder
Shout
Lean.
out to Dro.
Shout out to Dro.
Dro.
When's the last
But
time?
that
a
just
nigga
mean,
played
but that
Shoulder?
just mean the catalog music it still works.
It's the biggest.
Yeah.
It's the biggest. Like it's the ones that you know.
Because what I'm noticing, that even in this conversation, you didn't bring up any of the new music. You didn't
No,
say
none at all. I ain't play no Boss Man D-Lo. I didn't play none of that. I think the newest shit I played probably was Glorilla
And that Metro Boomin.
and Metro. Oh, and Gunna.
right.
It actually wasn't even me that played Gunna. The guy, I DJ with these Filipino DJs. Them niggas was nice too. They was dope. They was
Hey.
fire. They don't talk though. And that's the only one up I had on them. Like they technically skilled, but they don't say a word.
Yeah, that's the other part about DJing. I ain't even gonna say it's turntablist, but a lot of great DJs don't talk.
Yeah, ain't say a word, which is cool because he had the host with him. But you know, when I come on that bitch,
Right, so you all in one.
come on, hey host, you
Yeah.
go take a break, my nigga. I'll take it from here. You feel me? Yeah. Oh, we were talking about that off camera too. So, what do you think about? So people will view a strip club DJ and be like, oh, they put us in a box, like,
Right.
oh, they're just strip club DJs. But you and I feel like strip club DJs, really, we are the better DJs because we have to do more.
Yeah, and when you say better, I don't want to use that word to make us look like we bigger than nobody.
No, not skill-wise.
But I'm gonna say this: I feel like even though, and I come from both worlds, I think the strip club DJ is the complete package. You know what I'm saying?
I like how you said that. That's what I meant.
I don't want to say better. I want to say
Yeah.
if you want a DJ to talk on the mic, if you want a DJ to play great music, if you want to make sure the DJ make sure you got sales at the bar, you want to make sure the DJ is maintaining the crowd.
Tell jokes.
Tell jokes, entertain the crowd.
Yeah.
That's a strip club DJ.
gotta keep
Now,
up
if you
with the
just want a
girls.
great DJ, most great DJs just play great music. A lot of them don't even talk on the mic.
Yeah, like Jazzy Jeff is one of my favorites in the world.
But their play selection and what they do as a DJ speaks for them. You know what I'm saying? So that's their strength.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, if you want a complete DJ, I'm gonna go with the strip club DJ.
Yeah.
If that's what I'm trying to get off at my party. But if I want to just have a straight music with just straight vibe and it's just strictly about the music, I'm going with the regular open format DJ.
Yeah, yeah. So how do you feel about if, let's say you're a promoter or a club owner? Actually, I'll ask you because you don't DJ. Would you rather have to pay one person or two people? Like, would you rather have the DJ with the host or the DJ that can host?
I like the all in one. I like the all in one, man. Let me just get it all in one.
Yeah.
One person, one guy.
But-
And I'm gonna bring up an old school guy that now I've actually seen him do his thing. Lil Jon.
Right.
Lil Jon is a fool, and like you say, he's talking.
But he
running
come from the strip
crowd.
club culture. He come from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
that's
I
why
I
he
didn't know
know.
if he was in the strip club or not, but I just know when I seen him in Vegas, he did his thing. You know what I'm saying? I
Well-
can see.
Yeah.
Well, that's the Atlanta thing. Like in Atlanta clubs, you know, one thing about it, especially being a strip club culture, you know, kind of scene here, you know, you do got to know how to talk on the mic. That's one of the main things. Even when promoters book you, you got to know how to talk on the mic. And if you don't know how to talk on the mic, that's how a lot of the hosts in the city even got motion in the city. Because a few DJs that was really hot as far as DJing in the city, they didn't really talk. So to keep that energy in the room, that's how a lot of the hosts even got in the building.
I actually, not knocking them, I'm friends with a lot of the hosts, but I don't like working with hosts, bro. I don't.
I don't care for the host either, but you know, I know at some point, and some nights are built around the host. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
for sure.
So you got some nights that like if the host ain't there, it's kind of like dead. You know what I'm saying? Even though that same DJ is in the building, the host is like he's the one that brings that energy.
It's an art to it though, because some hosts just be terrible, bro.
Yeah, they just
Like,
talk too much. You're like, just keep it 100. Some hosts just talk too fucking much.
Shut the
they don't
fuck
know
up.
when to shut the fuck up. Like and that's the part about it. Like, it's just like with some DJs. A lot of DJs now, they go through the sound effect phase. Like every song when they come in don't deserve a fucking sound effect.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? Just like host, when every song come on, I don't need an introduction to the fucking song.
Right, we don't
let
need
the
a
fucking
drop
song
every time
come
a new
on.
song come
Just
on
let
or
the
something.
just let the
Let the
song play.
transition happen.
The crowd is gonna dictate the energy. I don't need you to bring every you DJ Khaled every record. You know what I'm saying? So,
For real.
And from like you said, from me I'm coming from a business owner perspective. I don't need two of y'all talking. That's too much talking.
That too.
That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? Because he got to say what he got to say. You the DJ, you might got to put your ones and twos in because you was on the ones and twos. You know what I'm saying? So true indeed. But I also agree sometimes, but that's on those nights when that particular host does have it, and then you can go ahead and play backseat. But if it's your main club and that's the owner, I'll probably hire somebody as my main DJ to do all the work, and then on certain nights like this dude got a good following. Okay, bam, that night you take back seat, he gonna run it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That way you could just do your ones and twos.
Because you do got hosts that got followers now too.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you got some hosts that's just as big as DJs.
Right.
Can't take that away from them.
And we being outside, I done met a lot of them too. So yeah, sometimes I might just, hey, Libra gonna do his thing tonight.
Yeah.
You work the ones and twos.
It's easier as a DJ though if you're just gonna let that nigga do all the talking, all you gotta do is just focus on the music. It is easier.
Yeah, but
sometimes them niggas will fuck your setup. I'm just saying, bro.
Because they talking like when you really want people to hear what you're doing.
Yeah, no. So I think this is why I got I don't like it because I have a core memory of a host fucking my setup, and I think I just never forgive the nigga, and I just look at all hosts saying now like. When the nigga be touching your fader and shit, but you been working on this blend all week and shit, like, yo, I'm gonna kill these niggas Friday night when I do this blend.
And he go, yeah.
Like, nigga, you hear what I'm doing right now? This shit is amazing, nigga. I've been practicing all week for this shit. I'm gonna kill him. That nigga just like, yeah. So anyway, the ladies, sexy ladies.
He don't give a fuck about that mix. He like, yeah, you know we need y'all at the bar. Don't forget we got $2 drinks at the bar. He don't give a fuck about that mix.
Whole mix gone.
Gone. And I've been practicing all week. I'm shell shocked from that shit.
Yeah, so
nigga got me bad with that.
But you know, a lot of times, even when you think about the host and the DJ thing, I think a lot of times where the problem comes in is when the clubs, they get those promoters, and now you got multiple nights of DJ host. You never get a break from it. Some nights it should just be a DJ that's fire. You just let the DJ rock. Yep. Let him rock. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times DJ, if you playing a good set, sometimes you don't even have to talk.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? The music talk. The music is talking.
Yeah.
If you rocking for real, the club is responding. You seeing the action. You seeing the reaction. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to do all that talking. I think a lot of times you do that talking, you will kill the crowd with that shit.
But
Exactly.
you being a well-traveled DJ, out of the other countries, what do you think? Do most people respond to no talking, less talking?
Well, when you go overseas, man, a lot of those DJs, like I say, they real talented DJs. They don't do a lot of talking. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the talking on the mic just constantly, that comes from like our community. Like that's just like a hip hop thing. Like especially in Atlanta. That's really like a strip club thing.
So I do think it's the music, because one thing that I do love, I'm gonna tell you the type of host I do like. Bro, them motherfucking Afro beats and I'm a piano host, them niggas, they rock out because they know all the dances and they know all the chants and all that shit to get the crowd going to the music.
So I haven't experienced that yet.
Oh my God, bro. It's a whole nother level of hosting, bro. But it comes to the energy of the music. So you know how we're always talking about like the trap and all that and the drug music. It's like a low vibrational music. Like the Afro beats and the Amapiano shit.
That's dance.
It's all dancing.
Yeah.
It's all partying. Like reggae. You know what I'm saying? Like reggae. Like the host amplifies it so well, bro.
See, like now, and it's crazy. Now that I'm back DJing, I'm playing a little bit of everything. I kind of like it now because it brings you back to that point to where you want to play dance music again.
You want to party?
Trap music doesn't bring that danceable energy.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I hate about trap. It's like when you playing a lot of this, like even a lot of the early hip hop, it was danceable hip hop. This hip hop now ain't danceable.
It was party music.
I'm glad that you went overseas and played that all girls just want to have fun, because that shit is the yam.
Yeah,
right
that's the
now.
joke. But that's why them songs work, right? Because it was the futuristic.
Hey, shout out to who? Joe, Future, them boy did that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that one.
Yeah, and I did ring it off out there, so I represented for Atlanta very well. So speaking of Atlanta, our staples is strip clubs.
That's right.
And in the news, we seeing that Magic City's having some issues with the dancers.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, that ain't nothing new for Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I always, even when I was in the club, I think they sued the clubs then. Like
They sued Onyx before, I remember that.
well, no, they did like a class. I think it was like a class action lawsuit where you know I think they were scheduling dancers to come to work on a schedule,
Right.
and they independent contractors. And I think all of that still is spewing over now into even what they got now at Magic City. Because I think even when I looked at it then, they was getting paid a wage, and the club was taking a wage. You get what I'm saying? Then they had somebody else was taking their own wage. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I think all the whole conflict goes back to that original conflict.
So let's break it down for the audience who don't know what we're talking about. So Magic City is being sued by the dancers, right?
Right.
And the dancers are alleging that there's a promoter who is taking
A chunk of money.
a big chunk of the dancers' money.
Right. So just imagine you made 800 and he came and took 800.
All of it.
No.
He ain't taking he ain't taking all of it. I'm just saying he ain't taking all of it. We ain't gonna speak on no names, but he ain't taking all of it. But he's the golden ticket.
Right.
So you not getting in the section unless you get blessed by the man. He the gatekeeper.
Right.
So if certain people come in there on these particular nights and they just happen to be my player partner, and you know they want to come and hang with your player partner, right? Well, hold on. You can't go meet my player partner until you come talk to me, right?
Right.
It's a referral for you. You've already understood. Look, you want to come over here, take care of me, and I got you because you're going to make it back.
Right.
Right? They already know this. So I don't understand the disagreement when it's like, it's supposed to be kept P, right?
Supposed to.
Must be, okay, this my folks, you can come in here right here, cool, I'm going to band you up. You in there. They already know that. Once you got the band,
Right.
then you understand,
Right.
Once you got the band,
You understand.
you understand.
Okay.
You understand?
Right.
So for them to say like he taking all, you got the band. You understand? That's all I'm saying. Like everybody know, some things ain't got to be said
Right.
to be understood, right?
Facts.
Cool. It's a referral fee.
So would you say? So would you agree with the Magic City attorney and say they just disgruntled employees?
Yeah. But look, once again, you living off the name.
So you saying they wouldn't even got to that bag?
Man, you can't get that money at no other club but Magic City. Period. I don't care if you at Onyx, I don't care if you, I ain't gonna say that. But consistently, for somebody that's outside, yeah, y'all see my face, y'all know me. Yeah, y'all know. No, they're not getting it like that at the other clubs. I'm gonna just say that all the NFL guys ain't going over them to the other spots.
So you can't go make $25,000 in one night at no other club.
Maybe one. Maybe.
You can't get 24. You can't get 24,000 at Strokers.
Man, stop, man. Come on.
All right. Well, let's say Onyx.
2,400
Onyx.
at Strokers. You might can get that at Onyx. Yeah.
What about the Flame? What about the Flame?
No, you're not getting that at the Flame.
What you get at Flame
about
about?
1,400 at the 2,400. Yeah.
They say they get it. Nah, I believe they get more than that at Flame. I believe they'll pull out a little bit more at the Flame.
That's why I brought the Flame up.
Flame got some
It's
girls
so
over
bad.
there, bro.
That's why they complaining. Think about it. That's why they complaining.
Well, they ain't complaining at the
No,
Flame.
I'm talking about that Magic. Cause that's why they complaining. Cause so and so just threw a 50. Yeah, they ain't doing that at the Flame. I'm telling you, they not. I'm there.
Throwing the 50
So and so
goals, a lot
that's
of
just
fights.
one of them now. And then it don't let them get it's Money Wars.
The money
Money
war.
Wars. Okay, so Buddy in there, right? Let's say other Big Buddy in there.
Right.
Right? Then you got Big Essay in there. Y'all don't need no Big Essay coming with a check too, right? Oh, okay, so okay, then I can say his name because he already got the song JD in there, right? So okay, that's just them four.
You got four ballers in the room.
At a minimum 10 apiece.
Okay, that's 40,000.
That's 40.
That's a
on
whole-
them four, right?
Yeah.
Big homie.
You got
Mr.
three
Atlanta.
ball. You got three miscellaneous ballers.
That's a 40, right?
That's a
there.
40 piece.
That don't even count whoever else coming in.
That's one night work.
That one night work and they complaining. It's like.
But the whole thing about it is, even before they did the lawsuits, they was getting that kind of money. So why would you even put yourself in a position to complain about money and then have it you're putting taxation on untaxable money.
On untaxable money.
You got to be the biggest dummy in the game to want to tax money that's untaxable.
Listen, that's why we say there's no way that they be complaining, and we know for a fact that at these other clubs in Atlanta,
Right.
the one club for sure that you gonna say, hey, at any given night, it could go 100,000 in that guy.
Easy.
Monday, Tuesday,
Easy.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Any
I'm
given.
telling you, because,
Any day a baller could walk in, yeah.
And he ain't even, he might just be, let's say, yeah, I ain't even gonna drop no names, but I mean, everybody come in there. You can drop names because everybody come in there. Shannon Sharp, he been in there. Yeah.
He like it there.
He gonna throw a 40.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't even expecting him to come in there. You know what I'm saying? What's her name? Angel Reese. She been in there. Yeah.
She gonna drop a 20.
Yeah, she dropped a little dub. But that's a dub.
But this is what I'm saying. Now look at the numbers we talking about. We talking about a dub and a 40-piece at a club on one night.
In
Yes.
one night. By
Yes.
one person.
We're not talking about a whole year where some of these people working salaries for a whole 40-piece. You got some people that's working a whole salary for a 40-piece.
Yes.
And then they
And-
mad
and
at
then-
the man that's
and you-
bringing them down.
Right. You mad at the guy who's actually walking these people in the building going, hey, you got free reign, just spend your money like you want to.
Yeah.
Just make sure you take care of me.
Take care of me.
Right.
That's all he's saying.
Yeah, because it's kind of like just paying a house fee. You paying to work here. You paying to get to this section of where the work
Right.
is
Now,
at.
you ain't got to go over there.
You
can
don't
go over
have to go over
You
there.
don't have to go over there. You hit the section that he has, you don't have to go over there. It's a whole another part of the club you can go
Golden ticket.
Yeah.
You get the band.
to. You understand?
You understand. Hey.
So I wonder how this is going to play out though, because when they did do that class action suit, did they win that back in the day?
Yeah, they did.
They did win.
That's
right?
why they get like
but that's why they get paid by.
bartenders
bartenders,
get paid.
Yeah, that little $2.35.
But listen,
that's
you
what y'all
was,
fought for.
You fought for that, but you was walking home with a whole bag.
Exactly. They hustling backwards like a motherfucker.
Like that's what I'm saying. If you seen the outcome of that, why would you even go back? Why would you even go back to a lawsuit? Why would you even go back to that?
Exactly. Hustling backwards.
That's backwards.
It's crazy.
Backwards hustle.
Now you got to report it.
And you done said the man name. So what? Don't you ever come near my section again, bitch. You are
Right. Over with.
What it was say,
Yeah.
John Wick,
And
excommunicado.
then most likely you probably not even working at the club no more.
Oh, you out of here? You try to sue me? Yeah, you
Yeah, you
fired.
ain't even at the club no more.
We
So
outta here,
so
man.
now we know the pay rate at the other clubs.
Boy, I'm going down.
Hey,
I know some more. Yeah.
Hey, ladies, I'm gonna tell y'all fucked up too, because this the wrong time of year to be doing that
Oh,
shit.
man,
We
you
in a
bet- hey, man,
recession. It's
listen.
fucked up out here.
if
nigga.
you at a certain clubs, man, you need to stay there.
Ooh-wee.
If you at a club where you able to walk home
Yes.
with more than $500 or close to $1,000 a night, that's your club.
Be thankful.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because if you come to some of these other clubs, hey man, that shit treacherous.
Hey, man.
Boy, or you gonna have to go to one of them other clubs and day shift and get on them knees to get that cheese.
Hands on the
shift is
knee.
always
Hands on the
hiring.
knee.
You understand me?
Gotta get on your
Good
knees to
day
get that
shifts out here.
cheese.
Yeah, shout out to the day shift DJs.
Day
You understand
shift
me? We are
DJs.
very much needed. My boy Dizzy out there. Yeah, I see you.
Big
Bye.
Easy El Chapo. What's up? Day shift Chapo. Yeah, nigga.
But that's the great thing about Atlanta too, man. When you think about just the strip club culture, man, like, and a lot of people sleep on the day shift, bro. I
What?
think a lot of people sleep on the day shift in
Until they
Atlanta,
don't.
bro.
Until they don't.
See,
Once you find
don't-
out, you do.
You don't know about the day shift. Like, and that's cause the night shift in Atlanta gets so much press. The day shift for if you a real type of player, the day shift is for you.
Facts.
The night shift, that I ain't even gonna lie. I told my man the other day, I said,
He do day shifts.
I said now when the night shift guys come in, like about when the night shift start coming in, I'm out of there.
Gone.
I'm out.
Oh, yeah.
Too many eyeballs.
Yeah,
It's too
yeah.
much
At
motion.
But it's
certain
just-
clubs, but look, at certain clubs, it's like that though. Certain clubs, I ain't gonna do late night.
Yeah.
Certain clubs, I'm gonna only do
Even
late
if I
night.
go to the club at night at 12, when I start seeing they start coming in, I'm going out.
Yeah.
Because I already know what's coming. It could be great or it can get terrible.
But it really started for me. We're gonna go throwback real quick. Was Phyllis when it was on Buford Highway,
For sure.
and they used to have the buffet during traffic hours. You understand me? But boy, that thing used to be jumping.
Yes.
Yeah. But now recently the day shifts in Atlanta has really became the thing for strip clubs. Now I think a lot of us who frequent the strip clubs in our younger years, I think now we've gotten older, so now the day shift is a little bit more outpaced.
And the girls know like I know girls who strictly work day shift because they make more money.
Man, because
they like day shift. That's where the businessmen
That's where the real men. If you want to check, that's when they coming in. The riffraffs is coming in late at night.
Yeah, they trying to swindle you and all that.
You stand a chance. You stand a better chance in the daytime if that's what you're looking for than you do at night. Because at night it's a gamble.
And think about it, like I said, I be
and house cheaper.
Oh yeah.
I be with some professional homies, right? Think about it. They got to work at night.
Right.
So he can only come what? He got to come play during the day shift.
Yeah.
If he traveling to these cities, I got to work at night. So, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And don't let it be a back-to-backer. You know, I got to go. I'm going to come in during day shift. Ain't nobody in here. Less eyes. He already get who I want. Yeah, have me some fun, and we's out of here.
See ya.
Oh, yeah. I love that day shift action, though.
Mission accomplished. And we spoke, even the artists, that's why we told the artists before, go break your record on day shift, too.
Because it's free to get in.
Free to park. The day shift DJ be cool as hell because it ain't a bunch of people bothering him.
And you can really get and have a conversation and build a relationship.
He ain't gonna charge you $100 to play the song.
Facts.
And the cool thing about that is, if the girls on the day shift start liking your record, it translate and carry over to the night shift.
Yes.
Because when them night shift DJs coming in and they hearing what did the day shift girls keep dancing to? Oh man, I need that. Let me get that. There you go. Now you just worked your record all the way in the system. And you didn't do nothing. You ain't really do nothing but just show up on day shift.
Exactly. Work smart, not hard, y'all.
There you go.
Hey, we dropping jewels out this piece. All right, so another trending topic that popped up on the phone today was Future and is having problems
it's
with
the same girl.
Baby mamas.
It's the same girl. What are you talking about? We're going to change gears. We're going to start talking about it. It's the same girl.
Same girl. We got to get rid of her, bro. What's she doing, man?
Gorgeous dog.
Gorgeous dog. Okay, yeah. So talk to the people about what's going on, what she's saying about Future, babe.
Well, I didn't really follow that enough to really know, but I know she's saying like that the baby mamas are suing him.
They trying to find him.
But I'm not sure, like, I'm just being honest, I'm not sure why the baby mamas are suing him.
Me neither. I don't even know if it's a lawsuit because she talks, she kind of rambles for me, so it's hard for me to keep up. I lose interest, but it seemed like she's saying they're all hitting her up, trying to get like his address, like they trying to.
Well, they got to have an address to file a lawsuit, so I'm assuming she was the inside track.
Yeah. So now she's trying to extort him. I think, is it $500,000 or something? Or she's going to give all the girls his address. But my thing is this, baby, you just tried to extort this man on the internet. So legally.
She got a lawsuit against Magic City. Yeah. She's in the new lawsuit. And now she's trying to get money from Future for that. That's what I'm saying. And this is all the same girl.
And which is sad, though, because she was one of the ones making the big bands. I don't know what she doing with the money. You still begging.
Well, when you get a certain lifestyle, it takes a lot to keep that lifestyle up. And if you're not inside of that circle no more, you're not getting like I said, you're not getting a $25,000 night again. You ain't getting access to the hottest basketball player that just played at State Farm Arena that's coming in there after he just won.
And then you ain't got your face card look bad with any other players that you might have had.
That's the thing.
Why would you even mess your other money up? Like, it's new niggas get drafted every day. I'm being, not being like that, but that's what you do.
Yeah, but
so why would you mess your face card up for the other new niggas that might not know you? You know what I'm saying? Now your face card bad, though. Nobody gonna want you.
Wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole.
Come on, scram, beat it.
But she talking about lawsuits and shit. What I'm saying is, if I'm Future and his lawyer, if I'm Pluto, I'm like, oh, I could sue you for extorting me because you're admitting it on the internet that if I don't pay you X amount of dollars, you're going to give my address to these people. That's extortion, ain't it?
In so many words, yeah.
And she did it in public on the internet.
What my boy say? Sensational.
But that's the one thing I do love about Future, though, man. He don't say shit.
Nothing, man. Ain't worry about none of that shit.
That's why I take his lead on everything, man. If you don't say nothing, it kind of just go away.
I think Future and Jay-Z have got that mastered. They don't say shit. They don't respond to nothing.
And I learned that. If you don't respond, you don't give it no energy.
Because at the end of the day, like, we all know Future, like, man, they're me. What you talking about? What you mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't get none of this without me. What you talking
about? And that's the best thing about it. But it's really just like, for real. If you start to give it energy, it musters. It just keeps building.
Right. That's why he don't feed him. That's why he said don't never give. Matter of fact, we probably talking about Cash Money in the verses.
No Limit.
Yeah,
right.
man, we ain't feeding into that no more. Yeah, we talking about this verses, No Limit, Cash Money.
All right, so talk to me, man. How you feel, bro?
Look, on the verses, Cash Money won. I mean, not Cash Money, No Limit won it.
Okay.
Just on the verses. But we all know Cash Money ain't Cash Money without Lil Wayne.
Right.
Just being 100.
But you heard what Lil Wayne had to say. He said he didn't want to be on stage with them old heads.
Hey.
He said he didn't want. He
but
said
at the same time, Wayne ain't Wayne without Cash Money.
I don't believe that. I don't.
No,
I wouldn't say that.
no,
I wouldn't say that
neither.
because he went and created what was that Young Money?
Yeah.
He got a whole nother Young Money squad.
Hold on. This is where I'm glad we even saying it now. This is where Baby come into play, and this is why Baby feel like how he feel. I drafted you, youngin.
But it was gonna work without him.
I drafted you, Michael Vick.
But it was gonna work without him though.
I drafted you, Michael Vick.
It don't matter.
I believed in you, and I put you in the position to win.
Yeah, but do that mean you bring? If I go start my own company, I bring all my team players to play on your team.
No, but I was the one that did believe in you when nobody else did.
And he still rolled with the team. He still rolled with Cash Money.
Right.
He stayed down.
Got compensated for that.
He very much did so,
Right.
but
He
at
made
the same
sure he got
time,
compensated.
He got compensated,
At the same
and Baby
time,
got
you
cash.
can't-
Baby got cash. He got compensated for Lil Wayne being there. So when it was time for Lil Wayne to step off and do his own thing, Lil Wayne stood on his own too.
Yeah.
He did.
And did bigger.
Just like would you say Kobe
Two of
did
the
it
biggest,
without Shaq, right?
two of the biggest artists in the game right now is Drake and Nicki.
Yeah.
And they kind of outdid every artist that's on Cash Money.
I kind of.
No, they did.
They did.
So when you start talking about how you measure up a boss, you kind of overlook Wayne when you talk about that.
I agree.
But he put two of the biggest artists in the game that's in the game right now.
But at the same
You can say
time,
now Baby and Slim built their empire. They did do that. But if you talk about the big who had the biggest artist out of the two, Wayne had the biggest artist.
check me.
by
If
far.
I say it like this, does MJ become MJ without Phil Jackson?
Yes. He would have still been Phil. Now Phil gave him guidance. Phil gave him what he needed.
See, that's what Baby did. Bam.
But how long?
Think about it. Think about it. Now, if you really know, say, I'm a real Cash Money fan. That's why it was kind of funny, because they didn't play none of the real Cash Money hits. You know what I'm saying? But Lil Wayne, Baby took Lil Wayne from his mama and said, his mama told him, look, if you gonna do this, baby, he can't curse. So if you a real Cash Money fan, Wayne was doing it without cursing. But Baby said, okay, mama, I got him. I'm gonna give you what you need. From a 13 years old prodigy, right? Y'all know Wayne was supposed to be super smart, right?
Right.
Baby saw that. Took him out the streets. I'm just saying now, just being 100.
Yeah, but you don't owe a man all your whole life.
But hey, man, I'm a loyalist. Like, I
you-
feel like
he
if a man
stayed-
saved and changed my
but
life
he
like that,
stayed loyal.
he did do some bullshit.
He
right?
did stay loyal.
He did do some
but
bullshit.
you don't stay loyal to a man as long as he robbing you.
No, not
When he robbing you, you don't- you can't stay
we had
loyal.
our falling out.
Right.
But I feel like at this point in their lives, to do that versus, something should have been worked out. You know what I'm saying?
He was
To
already
do
paid.
that.
Listen, he was already paid to be there. He was gonna be there. He said he didn't want to get on the stage because he didn't want to look like a legacy artist.
Why did he take the? That's the part I'm confused though. Why did he take the payday?
Because I'm pretty sure when they first said they was gonna do it, it was gonna be this big reunion, the New Orleans, what that whole situation
Now, on
looked
Wayne's
at.
side, sorry to interrupt you, I can't say he be like, man, baby, over that money anyway. He didn't take that money anyway. Yeah, just go and
But he could have said that realistically too. But at the same time,
Right.
you
My lick
gotta
back, nigga.
Yeah,
you gotta look at the state of hip hop right now. Had he went and got on that stage, he would have looked like a legacy artist. He probably would have devalued himself in the whole
I
scheme.
can't say that because that's
Yeah, I don't know
Wayne.
neither because I'm kind of okay. Wayne right now ain't current relevant. He is a legacy artist. Like his last album was Dookie. Let's be clear. And I'm a huge Lil
Right.
Wayne in this current state.
He is a legacy artist.
He's a legacy artist because that last album was ass. Nobody was checking for it. No one's like, yo, put on that new Lil Wayne. He's a legacy
Yeah,
artist.
you wouldn't say that, but you still would put him on a hot new feature with a new artist, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Because of the
You
name.
would-
Because of the name.
Would you put?
They're like LeBron
Would
James
you- I
right
mean,
now.
now-
You'll
now
get
let's-
him on
now-
your
now
team
let's be-
just
now let's
'cause
be-
his name LeBron James, but you don't really want him.
But let's be realistic. Everybody won't play with LeBron, even at 40-some years old right now. If LeBron was on trade right now,
Yes.
he could go to any team in the
Tell him
NBA.
beat it. We've been
Agreed.
trying to trade him. I'm trying to trade him right now.
Agree. I agree.
So you ain't being realistic.
He a Laker fan.
Man,
He got LeBron.
That's why. That's why.
I got to put
so
it
you being biased. Yeah,
I'm being real. I'm just being real.
Come on, don't talk about Bron.
Man, come on, man. I'm just,
But going back to it though, Wayne, you would put Wayne on a record with the hottest, newest artist out right now. Those guys that was on that stage. No disrespect to none of them. They all are great artists, but they aren't the artists that a young cat is gonna go.
Right.
Man, I need Juvenile on my newest record
but
right
look,
now.
that's what hurt Cash Money though, cause if Wayne would have came out and did Fireman, or they could have really did some of the real Cash Money hits with Wayne on them, it'd have been a different ball game. But think about it now.
No, we all know that. That's goes
right.
without
So
saying,
you already, it's like
they
baseball.
lost because he wasn't there.
Right.
Simple as that.
Simple as that. You can't play without Kobe.
Okay, this is the other thing I didn't like though. I didn't like that it was in Vegas. Like if this,
they should have had that in New
you
Orleans.
got to have that in New Orleans
Because you really took away the whole element of the hometown. Like you had the Calio projects and
But look, y'all know why I wasn't in New Orleans. Two reasons why I wasn't in New Orleans. New Orleans wasn't
that
gonna
would have
pay
been all
like that.
bad.
The violence.
That might have
New
been all
Orleans wasn't
bad.
gonna pay like that. And Vegas paid.
Yeah.
Vegas paid.
But New Orleans is almost like a casino town. They
But
would
they're
have
gonna have to
paid.
do it a different way. They'd have had to do it a different way.
But I believe they could have pulled it off in New Orleans.
That
And
shit
then
was
they,
amazing.
I think they said since they were limited to 10 songs, technically you can't do both of them and just only give them 10 songs. My bad, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't do both organizations and talking about only give them 10 songs.
If you-
I think the whole setup was bad.
No,
honestly.
but from a fan standpoint, that's how you feel. But if you really was organizing that, you could give them 10 songs apiece. Because if you really look at it, we know they all got hits. And we can go down a plethora from both sides. But when you think about it, East Side's got 10 real
super bangers.
super bangers.
Yeah. So
East Side, and you can do that. You can limit them to 10 songs East Side. I just want the super bangers from East Side, including Wayne. And you would have had to include Wayne in them 10 bangers. Now, if Wayne had 3 of the 10 bangers, that's just you gotta eat that one.
Now look,
Seven.
now since we were doing that, because my game plan would have been since they knowing Wayne wouldn't have been there already. Like you said, we got 10 songs. I know
Right.
for a fact they didn't play all of them. The Big Timers got 5 hits by themselves with Wayne not in them. They could have did those 5. Juvie got 3, 4, 5 for sure bangers by itself without Wayne in them, right? So if y'all were gonna do it, and without Wayne, just do the songs that you got that are bangers without Wayne.
I'm gonna tell you
got
what.
the real hitters up there to do them.
You're not wrong at all. I'm gonna tell you what it was. It's the same way that the Locks and Dipset versus was. There was a clear difference between who fuck with each other and who don't. The Locks beat the brakes off of Dipset because they really love each other. They really a group. They really
And
fuck
they had
with each other.
and they had a real MC.
A real DJ with them. They was together,
And they
right?
had a real MC.
Real MCs. No, I can't say that because Cam is a real MC. I love Cam.
I like Cam, but he ain't
Dipset was
fucking with-
thrown together. They don't really fuck with each other. They don't hang. Cash Money was the same way.
Right.
No Limit was together. Them niggas was
That was
happy
a
to be
family.
there.
That
They
was a
was
family.
repping that goddamn tank
No
like
Limit,
a
yeah.
motherfucker. Birdman, bro, had fucked everybody over so many times. Niggas was there. They was kind of cool, but it wasn't like there was no unity there. To me, that was the big difference. Like
That was.
Cash Money was like Dipset, and No Limit was like the Locks. Them niggas was together. They was
Yeah,
ready.
that's crazy. And you said like that North and the South, both different groups, but it's the same
Same thing,
though,
bro.
right?
Yeah.
Real shit.
You coming as a
Dipset is
team.
Cash Money, and both of them was kind of the, each other, jewelry, shining, same type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Just a New York style in the South Side. Then, who you said No Limit was like the Locks, because they was brothers. They had been
And the
kicking
Locks
shit.
came for that battle. They came
Yeah,
for that.
ready.
They came for the verses.
P looked excited to me too, bro.
Oh yeah, he was
Birdman
ready.
looked like he was there for the check. P was like, bitch.
He had that chance to be seen again.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you know you weren't gonna miss
P
it.
show, and that's what made it though, and you could see that as everybody was watching. You could just like, look, No Limit is together.
Yeah.
And P
Cash
advertised his
Money
cereal.
wasn't all the way there.
P got cereal. Fuck is we talking about?
Hey man, P couldn't wait to advertise his cereal.
I love Master P, bro. I love Master P. I fuck with Baby too, for sure. For sure. But
But
P,
P
man,
he's the entrepreneur of hip hop, bro. For real. He
Straight up.
keeps some type of something for sale.
yeah, man.
Always. He's always got some type of product.
Selling noodles, chips. You got everybody on the chips.
And the crazy part about it is he make money from it, but you never see nobody with it.
Right. But somebody got it somewhere.
Somebody buying it.
Yeah. I respect P.
Yeah, because like when he had the clothing out, I kept saying, he's selling it, but I don't ever see nobody in it.
Nah, I mean, somebody somewhere. So I do, before we skip though, I do want to go back to the Wayne thing, right? Because we were talking about that. So do y'all think that, because no one ever brings that up, do you think Lil Wayne is the most underrated label head / exec?
Yes.
Right?
Because you don't even, they don't even mention him when you talk about as a label head because Baby took that shine off of the young Cash Money. What would they call Young Money?
Young Money.
He took the shine off of Young Money. So when you think about Young Money, you already put Young Money with Cash Money.
Right. But it wasn't. It was his own.
It was Young Money was his own. Remember when Young Money first came?
Yes.
They had the steam.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm talking about they was like the breath of the young cats that was about to happen.
They had Tiger.
Everything was young and it was like the new thing. And then Baby came and sucked it up under Cash Money. And then it just lost its steam. And then you just had Drake and Nicki that survived out of it.
Would Gucci Man fall into that?
Into underrated exec?
Yeah. I wouldn't say
not
that.
exec.
I wouldn't know. He would be an executive, but a lot of them cats that he had signed, that became big, they didn't become big with him.
Under him. He discovered them.
He discovered them, but they didn't, like Migos didn't become big under him.
So Gucci found him like in high school.
He got an
eye.
He got an eye.
He had an eye for talent. He could spot that shit.
Now he might be the best as far as like finding talent.
Yeah, like as far as finding that hood talent, he had an eye for it.
That's what I'm saying.
When you think about a lot of the cats that's out here now, all of them cats came through him. From the producers to the MCs to all that. Come on, you got the whole 808 Mafia.
I was about to say, bro, you said
Metro
producers.
That's why I had to throw him out there.
You know what I'm saying? So
Zaytoven.
You got Zaytoven. Just think about the ecosystem of the game right now. A lot of that came through Gucci.
Yes.
When you think about
what up?
When you think about the other level of it, just think about all the artists that Wayne put in the game. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But these guys aren't even looked at as CEOs.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy when you think about it.
They ain't even looked at as A&R.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's what he did, though. That's what he did.
Mm-hmm.
But the people that they put in the game, changed the game.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? They brought so much to the game to where, like, even when you think about Cash Money changed the game as a unit. Young Money came in and each artist played a part in moving the culture forward on its own.
And I'm like you said about Cash Money changing the movement, because they did. They had they bling bling. Cash No Limit was first, right? No Limit was first.
No Limit brought that straight New Orleans gutter.
Yeah.
Then it went straight up New Orleans. I guess Cash Money took it to another level. You know what I'm saying? Ice Cream Man was the shit.
Because when you really go back and you think about when you think about the whole Master P thing, that's how we even get. If it wasn't for Master P, we probably wouldn't have got a Troy.
Right.
Because during the time when Troy came, Atlanta was heavy Master P.
Yes.
UGK.
Yes.
Like every club you went into, it was Master P, UGK, and that type of shit. And then you had P came, and he kind of lit a fire, even though I don't know if that was, I didn't really consider that a diss song, but
he just used that.
He just used that as smart.
It was smart.
I feel like it was great leveraging at the time, but it kind of just lit a fire to everybody. And after that,
latch on the P wave just to get some eyeballs over here.
Yeah, but then once Pastor Troy broke, then it was kind of like everything at that point, because at that time, and a lot of people don't never think about this, and I think Shaka Zulu, shout out to Shaka, I think they got a like a little documentary about how hip hop radio changed Atlanta. During that time, that's when hip hop radio came to Atlanta, and at that point, that's when, before that, radio was only playing like what was being fed to them. You know what I'm saying? And that was a lot of Master P and stuff from the label, the UGK. But then when Troy came, everything kind of went independent. When radio came, a lot of those independent artists that was here in Atlanta got a voice.
Chris Lover and Poon Daddy.
All that, see, and then that's how you got the bass songs. That's how you got the Kizzy Rocks. That's how you got the Little Johns and the East Side Boys. And you start seeing that thing change drastically. Yeah. Because before we was loving everybody else's music. But when we got that 24-hour hip-hop station, I was sitting there saying to myself, oh, Atlanta about to change. I say, Atlanta don't even see what's about to happen, because at that point, we only had hip-hop in the city on Friday night and on Sunday night.
That's it, on the radio.
Period. And most of the time, and as big as V103 is now, they played no rap. They only play rap on Friday night. Like even if you was a R&B act and you had a rap on it, you had to send that shit without the rap on it.
They wouldn't even play the rap verse.
Wouldn't play it. That's why I say we came. When you think about Atlanta now, we came a long way.
Man, what? Now it ain't shit but rapping and trapping on the goddamn.
And that's part of the problem too. When you think about that, you talk about Atlanta. Atlanta has 4 urban stations, and we don't have but a handful of artists now. When we had 2 stations, when we had V103 and Just Hot.
Yeah.
Oh man, we had artists galore coming out. Now we got 4 urban corporate stations, and nobody's really playing indie music except for like V. And shout out to Lil Bankhead and V, because they have took upon themselves to actually start feeding the streets again and playing a lot of the indie artists. Shout out to Reggie Ross.
Yes. Reggie Ross and Bankhead, man, y'all holding it down for real.
Yeah, like you got to give them their props. Like when you see the whole movement, you got to get, like I always tell Greg, like shit, do you and Bankhead sleep? Because if you notice, man, you just watch them around the clock. You don't ever you see them early in the morning. You may you blank out for like that 3-4 hours at night.
Then they at the schools.
Then they at the school.
The car show.
Then you at the car show, the football game, the basketball game.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? So they putting that work in, and that's what. And a lot of people don't understand. That's what it takes in the city right now to get that motion back. Yeah. Everybody got to get back. Everybody got to get back working.
Mm-hmm. Or it ain't gonna work.
Well, you see, it's not working.
Yeah.
I mean, and shout out
they blaming us. They said it's our fault.
Well, shout out to the females, because the females ain't having a problem. The females are actually moving the needle, while the guys are actually sitting back going, oh man, they not fucking with me. Oh, they not doing this. Oh, they ain't playing my record. The females ain't giving a fuck. They moving their record around the city. Mm-hmm. Like I promise you, if you ask these DJs out here now, they got a new record from a female. A female done sent them their new record. They got that music to them. Well, a lot of these guys, they not moving like they used to. It's like they need a dad. Like back then, I used to be like, everybody used to come through the door with somebody. You remember that? Like every time somebody brought an artist, they came in with somebody. And they go, well, this my artist.
Yeah.
You don't see that no more.
No.
So now them guys ain't.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that's a shout out, and that's a ode to my hat, to my guy, man, because we're going to make Atlanta player again, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're going to do, man. I come from real Atlanta, old school Atlanta, man. You know what I'm saying? The bounce, Bankhead, Blue Flame, all that, man. You know what I'm saying? Kicking it. Yeah, we're gonna bring Atlanta, make a player again, man. All that lame shit y'all be having going on. I know I stay here, and I don't be around all that lame shit. You feel me?
What the lame shit?
The snitching shit they be talking about got going on, and these hoes want to sue a nigga because they making money. Yeah, man, all that lame shit, man. We try to they come from other places. You feel me? You know, Atlanta is a transit city now, you know.
Because Atlanta...
Real ATL, we wasn't with that shit. They brought the bullshit here. Please know that, okay? So I'm just letting y'all know, we're going to make Atlanta player again. You understand me? Y'all kicking it with some players. We're going to keep it player when you see me. Throw the deuces. Yeah, I don't want no beef, man. We just trying to be a player, man, and kick it like how we
keep
do
it player.
Enjoy this city.
But we talked about
man.
that a few weeks ago, and I said that. I was like, you know, Atlanta used to be a city where niggas was players. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened to niggas being players? Like, what happened? Did we turn our player cards in?
They came down here and was like, man, it's too player in Atlanta, man.
It seemed like we traded our player cards in, and we got a gang of haters.
I don't understand that shit. I don't.
It's like, man, we traded our player cards in and got hater cards.
But I was telling my OG the other day, I was like, yo, bro, being a hater, like my DNA, the way my shit is set up, you would have to train me how to be a hater. Like, I don't even know how to do it. Like, I'm not wired that way. Like, when I see a nigga get into it, my immediate reaction, like, oh, that nigga doing that shit, boy. You killing that shit. That's just how I am. Like,
because it's like, for me, it's like when I used to go to New York back in the day. When New York was really popping, you could go to New York, nigga, you'll come back and be energized, like, shit, boy, we got to be doing some shit like that.
Yes. It should inspire you.
And it supposed when you see a nigga doing something, it's supposed to inspire you. You don't supposed to go, oh man, them lame ass niggas, them niggas over there. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
But it seems like if your shit ain't popping the way you wanted to pop, you gonna hate on the nigga who's doing better than you. Right. And that ain't how you get to the bag.
But that's a self-esteem issue. You got a problem with yourself, nigga. Like, you don't be mad at this man because he went in and he did the right thing. Be mad at your motherfucking self because you ain't get your shit together.
Yeah, but that's it. I be wanting that shit to be like that, but the niggas, I sit here now, man, I be sitting there going like, we sit here every week and we put on a program every week to better other people, to see other people advance.
Mm-hmm.
How could you find any hate in that? You ain't spent no money. You ain't and you ain't gonna spend that kind of money to help nobody else. But you'll sit back in the comfort of your home and go, that shit lame in here. What them nigga doing over there? Them nigga doing woo woo woo. How do you even have the voice to do that when you wouldn't even you're not gonna even take the money and have the discipline enough to go, hey, I'm gonna pay for this venue so that other people can come in here and fulfill their dream.
Church.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
The discipline that it takes that does that. Not 1 year, not for a couple of months. We've been doing this shit 16 years.
For real.
You get what I'm saying?
For other people, not us.
You don't even think about the discipline that it takes for all the young men that come in there who's not receiving a paycheck to come in there and give you feedback to make your records better. But you'll sit back and go, oh man, them lame ass niggas, them niggas in there talking about some, they ain't even listening. Well, they took their time out of their schedule to come in here and listen to you. Whether they sitting there paying attention or not, now that's on that particular person.
Grab their attention.
But do something to grab their attention.
And look,
how about that?
We finna do something to grab their attention right now. While we here, because I know I got some haters. But look, hater, how are you?
Yes, sir.
I got some real information here. We got Mr.
Christian Wise. Yes.
An attorney for cannabis laws. We want to come in, brother.
Yeah,
how
man.
You doing, sir?
We got to squeeze him in here.
I'm going to give him my seat.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, sit down here, Christian. Y'all going to learn something today.
Yeah,
Fix his mic right there,
smoking
too.
and joking. You know what I'm saying, man? We're going to educate us, man. You know,
yeah, you know, we got to talk about
haters,
this.
Man.
You know, we got to talk
sir.
about this cannabis, man. You know, that's one of the things you will catch me indulging in
Appreciate
on a
that.
regular basis. It's the cannabis. Hey, pull his mic up a little bit, Filthy, so we can get him in here. Yeah, we doing some on the set adjustments right quick. You know what I'm saying? Since we had him in the
direct,
since we have him in the building, we didn't want to let him get out, so we putting him on the spot right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now that we got you here, Christian, give us. I'm gonna let him fix your mic first. Give us some information that you feel like we should know about the cannabis laws right now.
Yes, sir. I think the biggest misconception that happened a few years ago was when the city of Atlanta came out and said they decriminalized marijuana less than an ounce. And then we started to see some other municipalities do it. I think city of South Fulton and East Point and some other places, which that's great, and I appreciate that they did it, but I don't think they gave the full story on what was happening.
Right.
So they did, though, they decriminalized under local municipal ordinances. But marijuana or cannabis is still illegal under Georgia state law. Right. So
federal law, right?
And federal law, right. So even in places like California where the state has legalized under federal law, it's still there. But for us here in Georgia, what I started seeing happening all the time, people, even in the city of Atlanta, would say, well, hey, I got less than an ounce. Why am I still getting arrested? Or why do I still have to go to court? That's because police officers never cite or charge under local municipal laws. They always charge under the official code of Georgia, the state law. So that's the biggest thing that I would love for people to understand is that in the state of Georgia, you take a risk anytime you have any amount, whether it's less than an ounce or more than an ounce. But if it's more than an ounce, it's a felony. And one more thing, if I can, THC, vape pens, edibles, gummies, any amount of THC is a felony. So if you have a vape pen, even if it's empty, that cartridge that has the THC wax or the substance in it, at that point it becomes a felony. Right. I have a lot of clients who had, they only had one gummy or one chocolate bar.
So, and I don't mean to cut you off while you talking, man, because I want to get more into that. Why is the jurisdiction on the gummies and the vape pens so severe than just the marijuana?
I think it's because it's once you put it in a gummy or a vape pen, you've altered it in a sense, or you've, and I don't know all of the process or the technicalities of how you get the THC from the plant into that product, but I think it's because it went through some process to get into that next thing that folks use to consume.
My consideration would be calling it the difference between crack and cocaine.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. But it's not the natural plant form anymore.
Right.
So yeah, good point.
Because even when you say that, explain when you say they declassified it, because from my understanding is, and this is the street terms, man, I can ride around with as long as I'm under an ounce. As long as I got less than an ounce, why would they even be charging me? So I think a lot of times when the police pull people over and they still are going like, no, I'm not going to citate you, I'm going to arrest you. And there's certain places with certain jurisdictions, those jurisdictions, a lot of times, a lot of people that may not, just say if we in Cobb County and they haven't decriminalized marijuana, but in the city of Atlanta, I'm riding around with less than an ounce and it's okay. But I go to Cobb and don't know the laws, but I get caught up in a situation in Cobb County. How do you get out of that situation, being that you were traveling from a decriminalized city into a county that is not decriminalized?
That is a great question. The reason is because it's still illegal under the state. So whether you're in Cobb County or one of the other 159 counties in Georgia,
Right.
the cannabis, marijuana, whatever term you want to use, it's illegal in the state no matter how much of an amount you have.
That's what they're going to say when they pull you over. Cannabis is illegal in the state of Georgia.
So they could legally charge you even if you got a cannabis store, correct?
Yeah, they could.
Because under the state law, what you're saying, locally, we've legalized it. Locally, it's okay for you to have up to a certain amount. But on the state level and the federal level, which a lot of people overlook, which is federal, the federal government can still come in and cite the state and the city.
Absolutely.
Correct?
Could. That's if they want to, but in very minuscule cases, especially with the way cannabis laws are right now. What I want to ask is, like a person that gets pulled over for, say, under an ounce in the city of Atlanta, right? Is it just up to the officer's discretion if he wants to arrest you or just give you a citation? Is basically what you're saying?
It is. So if we're in the city of Atlanta and if that officer is aware that the city of Atlanta municipal ordinance has been decriminalized, he can use his discretion and say, hey, I'm going to choose not to cite you because in the Atlanta jurisdiction, Atlanta City Council got rid of that local ordinance. But I could use my discretion and cite you and or arrest you because it is an arrestable offense under state law. So a lot of times what happens is when folks get those tickets and they don't get arrested, they'll still come to court and say, well, hey, I thought this would just get thrown out, or I can just pay money and be done. But any misdemeanor, it could be up to $1,000 fine, up to 12 months in jail. And just going back to kind of a question you asked earlier, just to clarify it a little bit more, when you break down laws, just like politics, you have local, meaning like your local city or municipality, then you have the state level, the state of Georgia for us, and then you have the federal level. So that would be like president on the federal level, a U.S. senator or congressperson on the statewide level, and then local would be like your mayor. So that's everything breaks down on a local, state, and federal level.
So let me ask you this. So if we're talking about laws, so now we're talking about a legal process where we actually went into certain places, passed bills and things that where we got to a point where we legalized it up to a certain amount, right? So is it anyone that's fighting on the behalf of the people that's already been arrested in those cities and counties under the decriminalization laws? Is it any type of way those people can get freed on those laws that's in effect now in those counties? Like just to give you an example, if I got locked up in Fulton County and I'm serving 3 years for probably, I got caught multiple times with maybe an ounce or a little bit under an ounce. Can you file? Is it any kind of way you can file on those bases to get out of jail? Or is it a way that the system is kind of like letting those people out of the system for those small amounts of marijuana?
That's a great question. So not here in Georgia that I know of. I know that there are a lot of organizations fighting for cannabis rights. I know there's Chris Brown is somebody here locally who I know does a lot in that space. But other states, like Colorado, California, like their governors, I know issued a lot of pardons for people with past convictions. But in Georgia, it's still illegal. So no matter, and that's the confusion, right? Is in the city of Atlanta, if you got less than an ounce, that local ordinance says you can.
Right.
But then the state law still says no, you can't. So
But it's crazy. But it's the confusing part I think about it is you're still convicting under a law that you're saying in certain places and spaces is legal.
So let me see if I can break this down a little bit more. State law trumps local law. So, and that's what the confusion and my frustration with Atlanta City Council when they did that a couple years ago. They failed to explain that under state law, it's still illegal, and state law trumps what they did.
So basically,
It was a PR stunt. Exactly.
It really,
So
that's why I broke
basically-
it down to it's the officer's discretion.
But
Because sometimes they don't want to do the paperwork on, man, ain't got nothing but some weed, man, go on, man. Beat it.
yeah, but
Throw the weed
basically,
away,
what you're saying
you feel
is
me?
if the state patrol
Gone.
pull you over, they gonna arrest you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
state patrolman
Absolutely.
gonna bang you.
State patrol gonna stand by the law of the
State
state. What the
patrolman,
state
right,
law says
he gonna
is
bang.
illegal. It's not a. I don't give a fuck how many ounces you got.
He gonna
If
bang.
you got a 3.5, you going to jail.
Yeah.
Right, because they operate under
Under state law.
They don't
So
work
the
for
next
the
question
municipality.
would be, how could we just make it decriminalized to that statewide? Is it just the vote? Why haven't we? I mean, is it just because it's gambling?
Well, it's a
Or-
Republican state. That's part of the Democrats vote for legalizing, and the Democrats vote against holding it where it's at.
You got to think about how everything in the criminal justice system, politics, it all boils down to money, right? So how much money is the state going to lose if we legalize? You got to think about that. Think about how much illegal drug money is seized if during a bust or a raid that then the state now controls. So there's a lot of variables that go into why it hasn't been legalized in Georgia yet. And I think you hit the nail on the head is because we're a Republican state right now, and it's not on their priority list to do.
And
So
locking
think-
people up is big business.
Right, I was
Exactly.
just going to say that. So
That was
y'all
my-
heard what he said, basically saying what I was saying is like, okay, look, we can rob y'all while we still robbing y'all. Yeah, and we're going to take your weed and take your money and lock you up if we decide to and make some more money. So, yeah, just move smooth.
It's the real
Feel me?
mob.
Just really move smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like, they telling you it's cool, but it ain't really cool if, you got enough money on you. Yeah, I take that little 5,000, take a couple bags, tell you Michael Jackson beat it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I might, if you was an asshole about it, I'd take all your shit and lock you up. You feel me? That's really.
I mean,
how
but
they
that's
playing.
that's on the local level.
on all levels,
No,
really. But
on the
you know what I'm
local
saying?
level they could do that, but on the state level, what I'm telling you, if you get involved with a state officer, he's gonna go by state guidelines,
Yeah, state
which
trooper gonna
is
bang.
not legal at all.
Let me break it down for y'all a little even bit more, and this is real for everybody. This is probably the foundation. In the state of Georgia, the smell of it gives any police officer, if they pull you over for not wearing your seatbelt, it gives them probable cause to search your car without consent, without a warrant. So think about it. If we legalize here in Georgia, those pretextual traffic stops the officers do, and then they do the search and you end up arrested, that all goes away. So
That's why I don't smoke in my car.
I
feel
advise
me?
everybody not to, but that's one of the reasons why I believe we won't legalize, because then that will limit so much that police and law enforcement can do. Think about all
That's
of the
a gem we
arrests.
just gave y'all. You feel me now? That's why. So
Yes.
look, don't smoke in your car. You know what I'm saying? Either way, you keep a little vape pen. At least you can have that. You can
But
get
you
away
can't
with
do
it.
that either.
But look,
See,
that's-
no.
Hold on, let me
You
explain.
just gave him a
Let me
felony.
explain though. But look, there's no smell. So if he pulls up and the windows down,
Yeah,
and
but you set
he ain't
him
got
up,
no
you-
reason to search your car. But if soon as he let that window down
That's
and he
why
smell
you-
weed, you get locked up.
That's why you giving
vape pen, you ain't got no have no
But you
smell.
giving them bad advice. You giving them bad advice.
People gonna
I'm
smoke.
not saying that.
People gonna smoke, right? We already know.
Yeah,
we gonna
but you
smoke.
saying he just told you a vape is
Don't have your. He also said don't have your car smelling like.
Yeah,
But
But smell it.
mo-
I say, I smell it.
exactly, it's subjective.
Now, that's a good one.
Most people who smoke or who use vape pens, they probably also smoke. So even if you don't smoke in your car, like when I leave this place today, I'm gonna smell like smoke.
Right, right,
Being in my
right,
car,
right.
and I don't smoke or drink. But if I get pulled over, then the police are gonna say I smell marijuana.
Right.
I can now search your car.
right.
Got you.
And then, but the most important thing, and I do want to say this again, he said it's a felony to have a vape.
Yes.
It's a felony to have
All
some
gummy.
weed. It's a felony in the
But you got to think how small. When we thinking small, because we're not looking at how accessible a vape pen is, and they're very accessible. And a lot of people are vaping right now and don't know it's a felony.
Well, if it's THC in it, if it's something
Well,
that's not THC,
a lot of vape pens got THC in them. So.
gotcha. All right.
and they all in the public with it. You know what I'm saying? So
Right, but it's a right way and a wrong way to do everything. I'm just saying, drive, put your seatbelt on. That's what I'm gonna tell you. I'm saying like that, put your seatbelt on. Right there.
do that.
Then yeah, I can do it. I think the best way is, so I was a prosecutor for 7 years, and now I'm on the criminal defense side.
With
So just
where?
I was a prosecutor in the city of
In the
Atlanta,
city of Atlanta.
and in Fulton County DA's office.
Okay.
So just
You work with Fannie, am I?
I never worked with her.
Oh, you was working-
I ran against her, but she was there before I was there.
Yeah, that's what when I first met you. You was running against her,
ran
right?
against
Yeah.
her. Right. So knowing both sides of the law, it really comes down to just how I'm able to negotiate when I'm dealing with a prosecutor. I like to get the whole view of who my clients are. So when I go in there, I can say, look, this is DJ Big X. He's never been in trouble before. He does a lot for the community. Somebody like him going to jail is a waste of space, a waste of time, a waste of dollars, or he's more productive in the community. Then I can negotiate a little bit more. Legally, we might be caught dead to rights, especially if the evidence is there.
Right.
But one thing I do too with the evidence, and one problem that law enforcement is having now, there's only one crime lab for the whole state of Georgia, 159 counties. So if somebody gets arrested down in Bryan County by Savannah, where I was in court yesterday, on a drug case, they have to send that up here
And wait.
to in Decatur, where GBI is, and they have to test all of that stuff. And so once I get to court, if you don't have a crime lab report for me to verify, confirm that, yes, this is marijuana X, whatever you want to say it is, that's another way that I can advocate on behalf of my clients.
That was a jewel right there. I don't know if y'all paid attention to that. That was a jewel. Rewind that last 30 seconds if you could and come back to that when y'all watch this, okay? Just remember what he just said. How long is that, though, that I want to know? Like you said, how long does it have to make it to the crime lab and back? What's the time frame?
If it's a misdemeanor, statute of limitations is 2 years. Felonies on a drug case, 4 years. So the state, they have a lot of time to bring these.
So they have 2 years to present that evidence.
Right. But what normally
and
what
4
happens,
years on a felony.
Yeah, but if we're in court and it's about to be action and it's game time and they don't have it at that moment, then it's, well, you had the time to get your ducks in a row before we hit the stage, as I call it. And once we're on the stage and the lights and the cameras rolling, if you don't have what you have, then I can make that motion, or I can bluff and say, look, I'm going to make this motion unless you just.
So most of the time,
yourself.
so if it's a drug case and you've been to court 2 or 3 times on a reschedule, and they ain't got that, and you've been waiting on that same info, that's like you can get it dismissed.
That's what I'm saying. Like because they have time on the statute of limitations. They can keep rescheduling,
but after a while, after a while, it get redundant. You like, okay, well,
Right.
this ain't happening. So since we're not getting nothing from the crime lab,
right, just knowing how to play the game, how to communicate and negotiate, then that's a tool in my bag that I can use for my clients.
and that's nice to know, especially when you got an attorney, because everybody, when you get to that point, you're trying to figure out ways to maneuver.
Yeah.
So he gave up some good information, man. Smelling like weed is the out. Okay, so they always say that, man. But shit, we outside. Best way we could do it.
So, but let me ask you this: if it is laws, how are they working the laws in favor of getting stores open, like the CBD stores and that type of thing that's going on now? Is it still hard to get a CBD store open up inside the city?
That's a great question that I don't know, so I'm not going to pretend to know the answer to that. But I know it seems like the laws around them change a lot, the rules and regulations around them change a lot, and I think ultimately it boils down to money. I know it takes a lot of money to get those licenses, to be able to sell those kind of products, and obviously the business licenses and the zoning and the different things you have to do.
So dealing with those type of laws, do you think at some point, because even though it's locally legal, it's been decriminalized, because we keep saying legal, it's been decriminalized in the city. At what point do you think do you ever think we'll get to the point of California where it'll be recreationally legal to smoke marijuana in the state of Georgia?
If Democrats control the state, I think the conversation becomes real at that point, because not all, but I'll say certain Democrats care more about people's lives and records. I mean, think about how many people in Georgia have convictions on their record for cannabis that prevents them from getting jobs or going to school or getting certain housing. And I think if we get the right folks in office who care about that, who want to not only legalize on a statewide level, but then, as you mentioned earlier, take that extra step to help clear up people's records from the past,
Right.
I think that's when we'll see stuff change. But as long as we have Republicans in control, I don't think it's going to happen.
Do you think marijuana is looked at right now as like a Class A drug? Do you think bringing it out of being a Class A drug and just making it a misdemeanor, would that even be better if we just made it a misdemeanor law?
That's a great step. Yeah, as you're right. On a federal level, it's under the
Class A.
schedule in Georgia. We call it Schedule
Schedule-
1 here
right.
in Georgia. But yeah, you're right. I think if we reclassify it, I
Right.
think that is a step in the right direction towards declassifing altogether.
Yeah, because I don't think we ever gonna get to a point where it's just gonna be across the board. I think we gotta declassify it because it's not cocaine, it's not heroin.
Right.
It doesn't fit in that box. So if we pull it out of that box, then that should make it easier for legislation and even in those communities where they trying to legalize it, it should make it a lot better where it wouldn't be as criminalized in those places.
I agree, especially like here in Georgia, like that's splitting the baby, right? Where we don't have to worry about people having felony convictions, but then it still gives law enforcement the discretion or whatever that they that they
Just
need.
this conversation made me realize how much they just like locking people up, because half the country is technically legal. Half the country of the United
Well,
States
it's
technically
under local
different
law.
state laws,
Right.
right? But not under the federal level. The whole umbrella of the United States is still illegal.
Illegal.
still
It's a
illegal.
class.
But
It's a
you understand
what
what
is
I'm saying?
it?
Like in Michigan, California, Colorado.
But what we
those
saying
states.
is it's still looked at as cocaine, heroin. It's still in that class of those
So,
drugs.
Right, it should be rescheduled. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Just along with just a misdemeanor. Correct.
Yeah.
It should be definitely rescheduled because it definitely.
I mean, because if you really think about it, and this is being honest, just think about the effects of alcohol. If you want to really put that should be classified in that classification, you should put alcohol. Take marijuana out, and let's put alcohol in it because the effects of alcohol is just as deadly as cocaine, heroin, and all those Class A drugs for real.
Well, you know, the OGs always told me marijuana illegal, but cigarettes cool. I might look kind of funny.
I would put cigarettes in that classification too. Just think of how many lives we lose a year from tobacco products.
Hey, drunk driving. Hey, look, one thing I know, I ain't never seen nobody fight when they was high off some marijuana. But a lot of drunk, dumb shit happens when motherfuckers be on that alcohol that we do know. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Christian, we thank you for coming by the show, man. You got anything you want to say before you get up out of here?
Yeah, just thank you guys. Platforms like this, it's all about educating people, making sure people are aware of their rights. When you guys take the time to put this kind of information out, that's huge. Not everybody does it, but I respect and appreciate you guys.
Thank you, bro.
For doing
Appreciate you.
And we
for
appreciate
taking
you for
the
coming
time,
by
man.
and taking the time.
And
For
sharing
sure.
the knowledge, man. Knowledge is wealth, man. You know, appreciate that.
it. Much love.
Oh, yeah.
Thank y'all.
Oh, yeah. Well, you already know, man. We outside. We got my boy Christian in the building. That's the show for the week, man. We thank y'all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to We Outside Show. Esquire, you got anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
Hey, man, we outside, man. Come see me outside, man. Shout out to my boy Rich. You know what I'm saying? Internationally known on the ones and twos, you know what I mean? And we out here doing our thing, man. We outside. Peace up every time down, man.
It's all good. Shout out to Street and Buddy, man. It's all love. H, it's all good, boy.